All right. Hey, folks. Ryan here again with the CactusCon crew, and I'm here with our keynote speaker of the day, April. Hi, April.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you so much for doing our keynote. I've snuck into a couple, like, these cool groups, little Slack groups and everything like that over the years, and the coolest ones I come into, I'm always like, she's in this group. She's a badass. I'm super excited that we were able to get you on our keynote schedule. So again, thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and kick things off with our prizes. We're going to do the giveaway right now, and then we'll get to a couple comments and some questions. Fairly limited time, but your talk, there's already many people, just the discussion's going nuts, and it's fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and give this little guy away here. And, or not. Maybe we'll do it right after. One more try. All right, we'll deal with that after. So anywho, we have some great comments. There wasn't just the Q&A stuff, but comments kind of blew up during your keynote. One person said, probably one of my favorite talks so far. I got a history of how the term doxing came to be also. When I was proofing your keynote, I was like, oh, that's where that came from. I was like, oh, cool. So yeah, multiple people were excited by that. I personally loved your comment about Q&A security. You know, I call it Q&A, question and answer security, and not using the actual, you know, what's your mother's maiden name? Like, people who've known you, that's so easy, you know? Yeah. Someone actually said, I picked a new maiden name for my mom. I have one I use for security questions and then the real one. I picked a new middle name for my dad. Like, I come up with all these different things. Personally, I go with crazy, big, long, stupid things all squished in, like they have nothing to do with that item. One time I had to call support center and they asked me, you know, they're like, I need you to spell out letter by letter the street you grew up on. And so I had to spell out, but I thought, nah, forget it. Yo, home's to Bel Air. So that was my, I just, you know, I was like, I forgot. Yeah, it was pretty funny. There's some good comments in here. For LinkedIn, you can disable Google SEO, and that solves many problems. I wasn't aware of that, so that seems kind of cool. I'm definitely gonna go do, well, I lied. I won't do that because I'm an attention whore. Someone asks a good question here. I made several email accounts when I was a teenager, and I didn't know about any of this. 15 years later, what can I do about all the dumb stuff I signed up for or all the silly accounts I made?
That is a good question. It depends on whether you still have access to the email address that you signed up for the account with, because if you don't, then it makes it a lot harder. But you could potentially contact or, you know, preferably phone the company and ask them, say, you know, give them like all the information that you know about yourself that you may have signed up with. They may even ask for like a photocopy of your ID or something to make sure that you are who you are. But potentially you could have it, you could regain access that way if you don't have access to the email account to recover the password, for example. That's probably my best answer, because otherwise, I mean, internet permanency, once it's out there, it's kind of out there. And if you can't prove, if they don't care who you are and they just want to email you, then there's not much you can do.
Awesome. Thank you for that. A bunch of questions that we want to go over, but time-wise, but you know what, I'll take it because your talk was just chock full of awesome information. Any quick shout out you want to give? Any little blurb you want to end with?
Thank you for being here.
Perfect. That works. I'll take it. Thank you, everyone. Our next talk is coming up very shortly. We're on the giveaway bot, just about to fix, or a fix is about to be pushed right now. So we'll kick that off. And April, again, thank you for helping us out and being here with us.
My pleasure. Stay safe.
Yeah. All right.